Hey everybody, it is Monday, December 29th, 2025, and I'm here to stream some more Legendary. I know it's been a while. I've been working behind the scenes to optimize some things and get my setup as streamlined as possible, so it'll be easy for me to jump into more streams in the coming year, given my busy schedule. But today I do have some viewer challenges that are overdue from my wonderful members at coffee.bakeoffgames.com that I'm going to play for you today, and I'll be following up with some more, hopefully, the rest of the week, cracking those out over the next few days. We'll see. And then up in the new year, I want to be doing more streams again. In case some of you don't know, I have been pretty busy. I have finished my first trimester of grad school this last fall. Really challenging but rewarding experience, and I'll be doing this for the next couple of years. So I want to make sure that I can make this as easy as possible for me to do, so I can just jump right in, jump out when I do have some time. But I will be playing 3 solo challenges today by Bageltop members at the Mastermind level. The first one's going to be Ego summoning Chthon. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got a couple more. Happy to see you all. Let me go ahead and show you the first setup real quick, and we'll just start right into it. Here it is. As soon as I press the right button. There we go. So it is Epic Ego. This is a setup by Kylah. By the way, extreme special shout out to Kylah for running the entire fall tournament. Anybody who participated know he did a wonderful job. Of course, because I was busy, I wasn't able to really participate in running it. So huge thank you to him for making that happen. And of course, I'm facing consequences here by fighting one of his setups. This is Doctor. That's a tough planet to swallow. Epic Ego Living Planet. And Ritual Sacrifice to summon Chthon. The villains are Fear Lords, Lilin, Lords of the Netherworld, and Poisons. And Circus of Crime are the Henchmen. And then the heroes are Doctor Strange Supreme, and Doctor Strange. So, oops, all Doctor Strange in the hero deck. I'll be playing the What If solo variant for all 3 of my games today, and using those rules. So I'll go over that in case you don't know. By the way, I have to give a special thank you to Upper Deck for sending me a copy of Legendary Game of Thrones. I haven't got a chance to play it yet. I can't play it on my own. I got to find somebody who will play it with me. I've never watched Game of Thrones, so I'm looking forward to seeing how I experience the mechanics standalone without any of the theming meaning much to me. And I think it'll be a good time. Just got to make sure I can test that out. Thank you very much for sending me that copy. And I'll give my thoughts once I am able to play it. I do want to make sure that I put this up. I think I fixed this. So given the setup, and you can put an exclamation setup, get a link to all the setups I'll be playing today, so you can let me know how you think it's going to go. Okay, did I do this properly? Did I fix everything? Man, I spent a lot of time fixing things that have been a headache in the past. So let's see if this works. Yep, there it is. You can't see the bottom, but I have the submissions open for what the outcome of the game is going to be. Let me do our Mastermind and Scheme overview real quick. Our Mastermind today is Epic Ego the Living Planet. So Ego is an interesting Mastermind, in case you don't know, from the Marvel Studios Guardians of the Galaxy set. He gets +2 attack for each city space. When there are no more city spaces, good wins. Always leads any villain group, plus add 2 additional villain groups. Fun to include him in setups, because you get that variety. Master Strike. This strike becomes an extra city space to the left side of the city. If there are at least 2 villains in the city, each player gains a wound. Play 2 cards in the villain deck. A lot of moving parts, I gotta not forget any of that. And then the scheme is Ritual Sacrifice to summon Chthon. A lot of people really enjoy this scheme, and for good reason. I gotta make one quick adjustment. I think I left the wrong lights on. Here we go. 1, 2. There, that's better. Much better. Alright, so 6 twists plus 1 per player. Lilin are the extra villain group, so I have lots of extra villain groups in this one. Twist 1 to 4, a villain or mastermind hunts for victims. Twist 5 to 11, the mastermind hunts for victims. And special rules: when 5 bystanders are in the KO pile, shuffle all twists from the KO pile back into the villain deck. Then this game transforms into Great Old One Chthon, flip it over, then KO all other masterminds and their remaining tactics. So the trick is, can I destroy the city fast enough before Chthon shows up? Or not? Let's see what Doctor Strange can do. He does have some synergy with it himself to make that work. And I don't know how's this going to go. I might have to zoom out to get my extra city spaces. I got my my city space tokens available and ready for when I need to expand the city. I've got all my sidekicks, officers, everything available In solo games, with What If Solo, you have 2 henchmen enter the city at the beginning of the game. So I have 2 Circus of Crime show up. Here's what they do. They have fight, reveal the top card of your deck. If it costs 0, KO it. Otherwise, draw it. I think they're people's favorite, if I'm not mistaken. When we did the poll, I think they were everybody's favorite henchmen overall. So let's go. By the way, I know it's been a while, so if you have anything you want to chat about, legendary or otherwise, and questions for me, I'll be here. So feel free to ask. How are we looking on those predictions? Wow, we got plenty of time left. So one person says lose. One person says win with no points. I don't know how that worked out. But let's go ahead and get my starter hand shuffled up. COC is definitely my favorite. Your favorite what? I'm missing the abbreviation. It's just going over my head. So, Circus of Crime. I was thinking Call of Cthulhu. I'm like, that's a good game. Yeah, Circus of Crime is awesome. I think once, if and when 2nd edition comes out, I think some updated henchmen are going to be people's new favorites or close to it. Like the updated hand ninjas look pretty good, honestly. I'm slow with abbreviations today, so you'll have to forgive me. I am playing your Professor X setup today, Montax, so look forward to that one because it's purely villains. I like playing with those from time to time. I think that'll be the number 3 setup I played today just because I have to swap the mat out. Yes, it is very good. And these guys were first, fun fact, they were first available in the Marvel 3D trading cards. So if you were trying to get these before Dimensions came out, you would have to just keep getting Marvel 3D trading card packs, and you would have to get 10 of them in order to play a standard game, which took a while for some people. So I'm very glad they released this. They released these as well as all the other things. Legendary's in a weird point right now. We know that Legendary DC is coming next year, which is very exciting. We don't know what's happening with Marvel, but we do know that we heard from Zax in the chat, in the Discord chat on Upper Deck's Discord, that they're still working on getting 2nd edition out. So that's a good sign. That means it's not dead in the water just because of how long it's been since we've heard about it. They're still working on getting it out there, and I really hope that does work out. I really would like to see that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start filling up the HQ. I shouldn't have made that so long. I should have made that only 2 minutes. Yes. All that stuff is lodged in my brain and won't come out. Okay, so mission's going to close any second now. And I think one thing I might be doing next year is I might not be able to schedule streams as far in advance as I used to. I'll see if I can based on my schedule. But at least I want to make sure I do them. So far, so good. I did a lot of optimization behind the scenes, and so far, no stuttering. Everything looks good. That's a really good sign. And okay, so 75% of the points say I will win this game. So we will see if it pans out that way. All right, let's see who's starting in my HQ. We've got Doctor Strange's Wand of Tomb, Doctor Strange's Cloak of Levitation, Doctor Strange's Trust Me, I'm a Doctor, Doctor Strange's Keeper of the Sanctum, and Doctor Strange Supreme's Wars of the Vishanti. So 5 different cards. That doesn't often happen. So I'm going to take that as a good sign that Doctor Strange is in my corner. Hey everybody, how's life in school going? I'm on break from school for another week, which is why I'm able to do this today. And so far so good. I had a good first term and I'm looking forward to another good 2 terms before the summer. And I was saying I optimized my stream setup a little bit. I'm hoping that I can just kind of flip the switch and go so I can do some more streams during the school year so it's not too obstructive for me. All right, here we go. I'm going to begin with turn number 1. Let's see if everything works properly and try to take down Epic Ego. Here we go. Oh, I already pressed the wrong button. I pressed the 2-player one instead of... Here we go. It is a very strange setup. Now I have to hide that. Hold on, I know what to do. Hold on. So, there we go. I gotta press this button. And then one more time. I still know how to do things. I gotta press it again to increment it. I have all kinds of counters and trackers behind the scenes. So that should turn to 1. It's not changing to 1. That's a problem. Why isn't it doing that? I have my other counters. Let me test my counters right now. If I press this button behind the scenes, it should increase the turn count. Yeah, I guess Doctor Strange is the right one to take care of this. Okay, that worked. I'm gonna have to check something, because otherwise I'm gonna have to press 3 different buttons to... Okay, it worked that time. Okay, we're good. Without further interruption, let's go ahead and start. So my starting hand is as follows. It's this classic 4 and 2 right there. First card from the villain deck, without any further ado, is a Scheme Twist. Not surprising. But this is not great, because this means Ego or a villain is going to hunt for victims. Now, because I have these henchmen, Ego is a 1 attack plus 2 for any city space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Which means I should probably be marking that right now. Best to give the bystander to a henchman in the off chance that I can get that rescued before it's too late. Yeah, what are you going to do? I'm going to go ahead and give the radiation scientist here to that Circus of Crime. Now, on this twist effect, because I'm playing solo, I have to tuck a hero from the HQ as well every time a twist is completed. So let's see what that's going to be. I'm going to have to look at my options here. So we got Wand of Atum, which is a ritual artifact. If you drew a card, you may discard Wand of Atum to get +3 attack. I love this one personally. The Cloak is range, reveal the top card of your deck, draw it or teleport it. Trust Me, I'm a Doctor is Illuminati. You may KO a card from your hand or discard. Probably if you do, you get +1 recruit. It's going to be easier to trigger this game with all the Illuminati Doctor Strange that's available. Keeper of the Sanctum lets you draw a card if you control an artifact. And then Wards of the Vishanti has What If, which works well with teleport, or sorry, with phasing. That's here somewhere. You get +2 attack and you may KO a wound from your hand or from any player's discard pile. What's going to be the least useful for me right now? They are all commons, right? Some of them have hidden borders, but I'm pretty sure these are all commons. It's not super consequential which one I hide. I think I'm going to have to... I like the KO one, and it's cheap, and I have 4 recruit this turn. I'm going to tuck Keeper of the Sanctum. It's a bit more conditional because of the artifact thing, but I do like it, and I want more later. Okay, and there's summon demon minions. So with my, I can't attack anything, unfortunately. Can't prevent that bystander from being KO'd. If a twist comes up before I can take out that Circus of Crime. I got 4 recruit, though. And with it, I already looked at the 4 cards. This one just came up, though. Range Soulbind. You get plus attack equal to that villain's printed VP. And I don't have anything to Soulbind yet, but I will. I do need recruit power, but I also need attack power. So either one of these 4 costers I think I'm going to take. I'm going to take the Cloak of Levitation because it'll be more useful once I get some more range cards in my deck. And there's another Trust Me, I'm a Doctor. That's all I can do for now. So because I had a 4 and 2 last turn, I'm going to have another 4 and 2 this turn. How have you all been doing? Did anybody get any cool legendary for the holidays? Turn 2 is Outcast. Ambush. Hunt for victims. So that's unfortunate because that's going to KO the bystander that the Circus of Crime has. So Hunt for Victims, if any Mastermind or villain has a bystander, it gets KO'd. Otherwise, this, I think that villain gets a bystander. So that's bad. The first thing that happens is the Radiation Scientist gets unfortunately KO'd, which is going to increase that counter to 1. At 5, Chthon comes out already. Then each player reveals a random card from their hand. If that card costs less than the number of bystanders in the KO pile, that player discards that card. So I'm going to have to discard it because they all cost 0. Instead of doing a random thing, I'm going to roll a die. Do I have a D6 around here? I really should. It's like the standard die. I have D12s. So I'll just do the D12 and you know how that works. 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep. I have to discard this Shield Agent. Fortunately, that's going to nerf So my recruits. You got 2099, awesome. That is a contender for, I think, the most fun set overall, given all the hero ratings and everything. So we'll see how that pans out. I finished my Legendary Collection, so I moved over to Champions. Really like I like Champions a lot. I wasn't a big fan of the solo mode in Champions. I do like multiplayer. If I'm going to play solo, I know they're completely different games, but I prefer Legendary solo to Champion solo. But it's a very fun game, and scratches a different itch than Legendary does. Only missing Weapon X. I hope you're able to get it. So still can't fight anything, but I have 3 recruit. The one thing I do love about solo mode is your deck build is your deck build. There's no 2 different hands to have to remember. I have a range card. I don't need recruit that much. I got some cheap cards here, so I'm going to take the Wonder with Tomb and hopefully give me some more attack I can use to take out any more enemies that are captured bystanders that I need to take out before things get real ugly. Big and ugly. I got, as one of my gifts... Oh, I want to do a couple of thank yous now that I've started the game. Before I forget, thank you, Montax, for 44 months of the Prime sub. Yay, welcome back. I'm happy to be back. And then Thaler the Green, thank you for a Prime sub. I really appreciate that. Tony says, I played a lot of two-handed in Champions. There's just so much going on. It got a bit much. Going on a true solo, I've been enjoying it a bit more. Yeah, I think, let me clarify what I said. If I was playing solo, I would probably play true solo. But the multiplayer in that game is really fun because you get to take actions during the other player's turn and support them. Legendary has some of that, but mostly you're just taking turns, unless you're using things like Coordinate or certain effects. I really do enjoy the technical aspect of what you can do and what you can observe, what you can help with during another player's turn in Champions. Okay, on to turn 3. Did you see that? That didn't increment. Why is it not incrementing? That's bizarre. It did it for the first couple of turns. Well, I'm gonna have to fix that. That's gonna be really annoying if I can get that to work. Wow, it's just not working at all. You'll have to give me a moment. I have to check my function here. It's always got to be something. This has literally never been the problem before. It's always been something else. What? How could ego affect my turn count numbers? So I'm gonna look at my little function here. It's a hotkey. I have a hotkey set to that, and that hotkey should, if I do it right, increase the turn count. I just pressed the hotkey, and it's not doing it. But why? It's like the hotkey. Oh, okay. I just opened the I opened a thing and it worked again. Well, let's hope this continues to work because I don't know what I'm gonna do if I can't get that to work. Anyway, next card from the villain deck is Satana Hellstrom. Who has a fight effect. Choose a player to make a demonic bargain with Satana Hellstrom to rescue 3 bystanders. So I'm the only player. I have to choose myself. To make a demonic bargain, I reveal the top card of my deck and discard it. If it costs 0, I don't gain a wound. If it does cause 0, I do. It does not. It's the Wanda with Tomb on the top of my deck. So unfortunately, I gain a wound for that. And that gets discarded. The wound is going to be a standard wound. I do rescue 3 bystanders. That's a fight effect. I don't know why I'm doing that now. That's what would happen. That's a great example, me, to show you what would happen if I had to do that. You'll have to give me a break. It's been a while. I do have enough attack to hit him Henchmen, which is nice. So I have 4 attack and 1, 2, 3 recruit. So who am I going to hit? Outcast I could hit, who doesn't have a fight effect. And I think I'm going to do that because I don't want him to get a bystander. So I'm taking out Outcast, And then for 3 recruit, I can pick up another Doctor Strange. Only one I can get is the Trust Me I'm a Doctor, which is fine. I should be able to trigger it. I gotta get some KOs to happen soon. And there's the Wards of the Vishanti, which is a good one. Speaking of the Vishanti, we just rated them the other day. We are close to finishing our hero ratings, which is very exciting. I'll have some full stats after that. No, I was saying earlier that Upper Deck was awesome to send it to me, so I do have it. I have it sitting there, but I have not yet found anybody who will play it with me in person. So when I do, I'll have some thoughts on it. But it looks really, really neat. It's very, it's hard to take an existing game mechanic and completely change it up like that. And Rob Heinz did it. Okay, to make it a competitive game fully. All right, the Banker is a bystander, which is cool, except if there's a hunt for victims, I'm going to be in trouble. And unfortunately, it goes to the strongest villain in the city. But I do have the Wand of Watum right here, which is good. The Wand of Watum is a ritual artifact. If you drew a card, you may discard Wand of Watum to get 3 attack. If I could do that this turn, I could fight Satana Hellstrom, but I can't. So the Wand of Watum's going over here as my artifact. And I've got 1, a 2, a 3. Yeah, the 2 attack's not going anywhere. So it's just 3 recruit to work with. And again, not much of a decision. I have Trust Me I'm a Doctor, which I will take right now. And that is it. I really should be capitalizing on hitting Ego, but I can't. Hopefully I have something that can draw me a card that'll make this work. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're on to turn 5 now. Please be nice. So there's Nox, who has Fight, KO one of your heroes. If Nox within the city, she enters the astral plane and captures a bystander. So we're gonna have to throw in the astral plane at some point, but I think I do have enough to hit something. I unfortunately have to choose which effect I want to do here. So do I want to do Trust Me I'm a Doctor's effect and KO a card from my hand or discard pile to get 1 recruit? Or do I want to get the effect, reveal the top card of your deck, draw it, or teleport it? I think I want to do that, because then I can discard the Wand of Watum to get the 3 attack at the same time. So, which means I have to, for the prerequisite ranged, I have to play Trust Me I'm a Doctor first. I'll play that for the 1 recruit. Then I can play the Cloak of Levitation, which will let me get 2 attack. Hey, GTCO Gaming says, welcome back, Bagel. Thank you for the resub. I'm happy to be back here. And 51 months for GTCO Gaming. I really do appreciate that. That's a long time. Okay, top card of my deck is Giraffe Patrol, the Shield Agent. I have to draw it if I want to get to discard the Wand of Watum. I'll do that right now. So discarding the Wand of Watum to get +3 attacks as I drew a card. I really do enjoy the ritual artifact mechanic. I hope that comes back. Hey, AS Miller, thank you for the resub. Says, hey, and that is 44 months of subs, and you guys have started a hype train. I really appreciate that. Okay, so I've got 5 attack now, 6 attack total, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at 5 recruit and 6 attack. Pretty good. So highest priority is to take out Satana Hellstrom, because if I don't, her bystander might get hunted and I might summon the Elder God, and I don't want to do that. Now I have to do the Demonic Bargain. So I'll declare the fight. Choose the player to make a Demonic Bargain with Satana Hellstrom to rescue 3 bystanders. It's me. This time it's a 0. So I do rescue 3 bystanders and I take her out. So in total I rescue 4 bystanders. First one I rescue is the Banker. I get +2 recruit. Usable for the bank, so I should do that this way. Where's my 2? This might be useful. And that's a rescue. I get 3 more bystanders. Let's see who I get. We'll put them on Wolverine there. So there's the Rocket Test Pilot. Choose Recruit or Attack with Hyperspeed 3 for that icon. I'm going to choose Recruit. There's more Recruit cards in here, I think. So I've got Attack, Recruit. I should have said Attack. I got 1 more Recruit, though. That's fine. Bystander 2 of 3. That's Doctor Strange. That was from my deck because I was hyperspeeding. Oh, here's my bystanders. 2 of 3 is a copycat, so you know what she does. She enters a city. She becomes an enemy. Should make a token of her, I think. And then the third one is Scott Lang's head. Whichever player is ahead, that's me, may KO one of their cards. I'm ahead because I'm the only player here. I've already played everything, so I will KO the Shield Agent. And now with 6 Recruit, I can get the most expensive card in here, which is Break the Absolute Point in Time. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, draw one of them, KO one, and put one back. I've got other good options. I also have +2 Recruit towards the bank, so I could get this for 2, and I can get something else for 4. But I'm not going to pass up on the opportunity to take this uncommon. And some KO power is needed. It's going to be needed if I'm going to take out the big bad here. Ooh, and we got a rare Stygian Communion, which is range instinct, soulbind, draw cards equal to that villain's printed VP. That's a good one. All right, I got some good cards in here, so this should be a better shuffle than last time. Has anybody been seeing the news about those leaked Doomsday trailers? I don't really want to talk about the specifics here, but I haven't sought them out. It's been impossible to avoid seeing them pop up. I don't know why they're doing them this way. They released the first one, actually. But there was one that just popped up, I think, today. Very exciting. It didn't increment again. I have to check that out. There we go. All right, next card from the villain deck is Meat Market. Gets +1 attack for each bystander in the KO pile. And he hunts for victims. Now, I did get rid of that bystander, but someone's going to get a bystander, and I can't take it out this turn. Actually, I think he gets the bystander. And then fight, you may KO a card from your discard pile. I've been trying to avoid everything else, but they just keep popping up. Now, I'm pretty sure that that he has to get it. That there's no way around that. Yep, I was right. He gets the bystander. Plus, there's one bystander in the KO pile, so I gotta put a counter on him. He's at 4 attack. Making it even worse. I don't quite know how to feel about Trailer 1 yet. The feeling I have about Doomsday is obviously it's going to be very, very exciting, but it seems like a whole bunch of this is all happening out of nowhere, whereas every phase before that, there was a sensible lead up. Everything kind of led up in a way that made a lot of sense and cohesive, and it was coming to a head. This is like a bunch of different things happened, and now this unrelated big thing. So how they're going to tie it in is very crucial, especially with the amount of actors that are in this thing. Not that I won't see it and be very excited to see it, but the cohesion doesn't seem to be there for me, you know? All right, well, I can't fight anything. I'm going to have an escape. But, oh, this is not cheaper anymore. I need more firepower. And I do have some villains that have some pretty good VPs, so I can actually take summon demon minions and get some soul binding to great effect. So let's do that. I don't know, I might get lucky and I might get the city expanded. Yeah, I understand the Kang thing, but from reports, they were even they were working on getting rid of Kang even before all the stuff happened with Jonathan Majors. It was like during Quantumania, they're like, we have to do something else, which is kind of wild, and that just cemented it. Something about my... Oh, there we go. This is the weirdest thing. Okay, turn 7. Another Circus of Crime. So we're going to have a Circus of Crime escape. These guys are going to run off, which means I need to do a KO from the HQ. Who's that going to be? Tough decision. The cloak is actually really good in this setup. I have 1, 2, maybe 3 recruit, but I might not be able to pick that up this turn. So I'm gonna get rid of the cloak. We'll KO that, and then that'll cause the Circus to escape, and a new one will come in. Rough starting Henchman. Okay, so we'll play the other Wand of Tomb out there. We're gonna play the Break the Absolute Point in Time. Top 3 cards of my deck. Well, I only have 3 cards in my deck. No, I have 4. Draw 1, KO 1, put 1 back. So I'm going to KO the Shield Agent. Should go without saying. And I can draw 1 with the other. So I'll put Trusting My Doctor back and draw the Cloak of Levitation, which I'll then play for 2 attack. And because I played the artifact that's ranged, I can draw or teleport Trusting My Doctor. I'm going to draw it, because then I can play it for 1 recruit. I can KO a card from my hand or discard pile for 1 more recruit. I'll KO a Trooper from my discard pile for additional recruit. And then once I play these, I got 1, 2 more attack. I'm up to 4, and 2 more recruit. I'm up to 4 as well, which is good. I can hit Meat Market before that victim is hunted. I will do so, and it's a standard bystander I rescue. I may KO a card from my discard pile. I'll do that again. Let's get rid of Shield Agent from my discard pile. I don't have a lot of recruits, so I gotta be careful. I don't recruit lock myself. I do have to, I forget what was here. So I'm going to put this here. Alright. Oh, I recruited that last turn. Or got rid of it. With 4 recruit, I can pick up that new card. Instinct Soulbind to get plus recruit equal to that villain's printed VP. But I think I'm going to get another... Oh, that could be useful. Because I'm running low on recruit a little bit. You know what? I am going to take that. Wait. I didn't take this directly from the HQ to my hand, did I? That came from me. No, I KO'd the Cloak of Levitation. That's right. Now, I drew a card this turn, didn't I? So I could play the Wand of Tomb, but I'm not going to this turn. I'll wait. I do enjoy using all these Doctor Strange cards together, so far so good. It might seem like I forgot to put Master Strikes in the villain deck, but there's just a lot of villain groups in here that they're not showing up yet. There's 5 of them. And they will appear. Trust me on that one. Good stuff. Okay, turn 8 is Baron Mordo. Fight. Choose a player to make a demonic bargain with Baron Mordo to draw 2 extra cards at the end of this turn. And I can draw some cards. But again, I have choices to make. Let's play my Graves first. Recruit, recruit, recruit. So that's 3 recruit. Now, I can do 2 of these 3 effects. So I can either, I can KO a card, I can get attack equal to villain's printed VP. I want to do that one, and then I can reveal the top card of my deck, draw it. I want to draw it so I can discard this. So once again, I'm going to play Trust Me, My Doctor, just for the 1 recruit, without the effect. And let's use the Cloak right now. 2 attack. And top card of my deck is an agent. If I play it, I'll have 5 recruit, and I can pick up one of these Wards of Ashanti. So I will actually draw it, and I have to draw it if I want to discard the artifact. So I'll draw it, play it, and right now I will discard the Wand of Tomb to get 3 more attack. 5. And then Summon Demon Minions gives me 2 more attack, and I can Soulbind and get plus attack equal to that villain's printed VP. So if I Soulbind this, that's going to be permanent. I have a Satanic Hellstone that has 3 VP. Where 3 VP, I have 3 and 2 with Meat Market and Outcast. So I'll get 10 attack Unfortunately, that's one off from hitting the Mastermind, who I'd love to actually take out right now. But I can go 3, what's the 5, 7, 8, 9. No, I can go 3, 6, 10. I can take out 3 villains if I do that. So we'll soul bind into a Hellstrom. I need a good soulbind animation, I think, and effect. Kind of calls for one. All right, let's take out some stuff and do some KO, starting with the Circus of Crime in the bank. Top part of my deck. If it costs 0, KO it, otherwise draw it. I do KO this. And I get rid of the Circus of Crime. And down to 7. Let's take care of the Copycat as well. Same thing, cost 3. And it's got fight KO one of your heroes. And that becomes a bystander I rescue. I'll get rid of the shield agent. And then for 4 in the streets. So she's going to enter the astral plane when I do this, and that's fine. I just got to get the token out here. So fight KO one of your heroes. We'll do that first. Ooh, who's it gonna be? Giraffe Patrol, Montax, or Kylah? I'm gonna KO Kylah because it's his own setup, and I feel like he deserves it. And then Nox get into the astral plane with the bystander, which is rough. I'm gonna put the astral plane right here in the city just for now, because nobody's there, and I don't have to zoom out when I do that. Okay, so she blows up, but she actually goes there, and she gets a bystander. It's going to be the news reporter. I'll put her between the city spaces so it's a little less confusing. Yeah, that is an option. I can hit Nox again. I do have 5 recruit. No, I believe... So Hunt for Victims is KO bystander that is captured by any villain or mastermind or in the escape pile. So because Hunt for Victims can affect whatever's in the astral plane, doesn't target the city, that's dangerous. Otherwise, I would take one of these 5 costs, but I think hitting Nox again does prevent that bystander getting hunted. And I get another KO out of it. So I'll absolutely do that. If her bystander couldn't be KO'd, I probably would leave her there. I do have Despair who could cause it to escape. But let's go ahead and do it again. So KO one of your heroes this time. Montax, you're here, so I'm going to get rid of the Giraffe Patrol. And yeah, we will take out Nox. It doesn't go back into the astral plane because she was already there. Just organizing my stuff over here. A lot of villain groups. And I get the news reporter, so I draw a card. Ooh, and it's a good one. So rescued. The astral plane can go away. And here we go. Break the absolute point in time. Top 3 cards of my deck once again. Draw 1, KO 1, put 1 back. I'm going to KO the Trooper. I'll draw Trust Him a Doctor. And I'll put the agent back. So this is drawn 1 more recruit. And this does activate. You may KO a card from your hand or discard. I've done a lot of KOs. Now the only card on my discard pile is Wand of Atum. I don't want to KO that. It would let me get another Wand. I could replace it if I KO'd it, which doesn't really help me. So instead, I will get a sidekick, and it's a Zabu sidekick. No problem. I'm rewarding you for being here. That was a lot of KOs. My deck is pretty thin right now. We'll see if I can use it to my advantage. Okay, we're on turn 9, and it's another twist. So this is twist number 2. A villain or mastermind hunts for victims. Luckily, I got rid of all the bystanders, so I'm going to give this to the Circus of Crime. In theory, they should be easier to take out. And now I got to tuck a hero. What do I need? What do I need the least of? Drawing a card is nice. I'm going to tuck it anyway. I'm not doing an artifact heavy thing. I got 1 Wand of Atum and that's it. Okay. Let's begin with... I I think I want to start with Zabu. I don't have any discard pile. So I'll have to KO a card from my hand. I'll still do it. I might need the Trooper, so I'm going to go ahead and KO the Agent. Oh, what is that? What is that going to? The tournament? I can update that real quick. It should be going to my challenge page. So whatever it was last time I did this. Just give me a sec to update it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it should be. Boop. Okay, it's fixed now. Go check that out. You gotta put the command in one more time. Okay, so Zabu goes away. Everything's got a trigger. But once again, I'll play the Trust I'm a Doctor first. It'll trigger everything else. Okay, no KO. I can Soulbind for a Recruit. 1, 2. I get, if I do Soulbind, I get plus Recruit equal to that villain's printed VP. Nox is worth 2, and I have another one worth 3. I kind of want to save the 3 to hit the Mastermind. I'm not going to be able to get up to 8 either way. So I will Soulbind one of my 2 costers. I'll Soulbind Outcast, who's worth 2 VP, to get 2 more VP. I really like the Soulbind mechanic. Once again, I can Soulbind for attack. I will choose not to Soulbind. I'm pretty sure... Oh, anyway, superpowers are optional anyway, but I'm pretty sure in the Soulbind text, it says you may. Because I have to take out the Circus of Crime. So I'll not Soulbind, I'll play the Trooper for a 3rd attack, and let's just take them out. And I get to potentially KO something. Fight, reveal the top card of your deck if it costs 0, KO it, otherwise draw it. The card of my deck is Cloak of Levitation, which I draw, and I do rescue the Paramedic. I may KO a wound from my hand or from any player's discard pile. No wounds are around, so nothing there. I got the Cloak. 2 more attack. Oh, I spent 3, so I only have 2 right now. Reveal the top card of your deck, draw it or teleport it. I will draw it. Let's see if I can keep this thing going. Top 3 cards of my deck, once again. Ooh, this could be dangerous with the KO now. Okay, I'm sorry, Montax. I held off for as long as I can, but Doctor Strange overpowers you here. I will draw the wand and put Trust Me, I'm a Doctor back. This is almost my entire deck now. And Ritual Artifact, if you drew a card, you may discard the wand to get +3 attack. Now, I'm 99% confident I could play this and immediately do it. I don't think this cares... Does this... It's been a while. Does this look for cards that you've drawn only after you've played this? Or does it care about cards you drew before you played this? I think it's during the entire turn. I don't think it checks... I don't think it counts... It cares about what you played after versus before. But I could be corrected on that, because if I can discard it right now, I can take out Baron Mordo as well. Or I should just leave this out there for ego. Only after. Okay, it is only after. That makes sense, I suppose. Not the best, not the worst thing to leave it alone anyway. So Fight the Future gives me an advanced look into what's happening. I can fight villains. This is not the worst setup to do this with, even in solo. There's a lot of villains in there. And I can avoid some nasty hunt for victims ambushes while the city expands. Or I can get Wardens of the Vishanti, which is the what if one. I don't have any of the phasing cards. And I don't really need the wound KO. The +2 attack is nice though. But I will take Fight the Future. I don't have to fight the villain that turn. I can reveal it. If it's a villain, I get that. And then I can do that. No worries. I would have, I think I wanted to leave this out here anyway. What's up? Okay, awesome. So, in theory, I could have discarded that after I played it because I drew earlier. But like I said, I think it's the better move for me to leave it out to give me that that fodder towards hitting the Mastermind. I got a lot of attack here. Look at all that Doctor Strange. Gotta make it a little neater. So something about... So I have like an auto hotkey script running behind the scenes that uses that keyboard shortcut to increment the turn count. I think it keeps closing. That's why I have to keep opening it to make the turn count. That is a new one for me. Thank you for that. All right, Skinner comes in. He gets +2 attack if there are at least 4 bystanders in the KO pile. There are not. There's only 1. And ambushes hunt for victims, which means he gets a bystander and fight to KO one of your heroes. He captures Magma from the New Mutants bystanders. I got some good stuff here, though. Everything's got a trigger on it. Every single one of these Doctor Strange has a superpower trigger, so I'm gonna have to play something first. What's funny is Trust Me, I'm a Doctor is the perfect trigger. It triggers Illuminati, Instinct, and Rain, so I play this first, and it'll cover anything I want to play second. Plus, I already done a bunch of KOs anyway. So, 1 recruit. Let's look at the top part of my deck. 2 attack. Top part of my deck is Trust Me, I'm a Doctor again. I will draw that. Next is Fight the Future. Let's fight the future. Up to 5 attack. Top part of the villain deck. What's it going to be? It is Poison Scarlet Witch. Hey, do you remember the poisons were in this? It's a villain. I get 2 attack. I can fight the poisons this turn. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Actually, no, it's not. Well, if I fight her, she's going to bond from the villain deck, which is very funny. And she'll bond with either one of these. So I probably don't want to do that unless I absolutely need to. But I do get the bonus attack anyway. I can probably hit Ego. 8, 9. Yeah, I can hit. I drew a card, right? Yes, I did. So I can do this. Play the Trooper for 8. My Soul Binds are precious, so I'm gonna not use the Soul Bind on Summon Demon minions right now. I did draw a card earlier, so I'm gonna actually discard my artifact, the Wand of Atum, to get 3 attack. And we're gonna go ahead and hit the Mastermind and see what happens. Here we go. So the way Ego works is every time you hit him, he makes the city bigger, or he makes the city smaller. I hit his I'm a Celestial Sweetheart tactic. Fight, when you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, draw 2 extra cards, and destroy the leftmost city space. Any villain there escapes. Shuffle this tactic back into Ego's tactics. What did I do with the destroyed city space tokens? Those are super cool. I can't not use these right now. Here they are. Let's use those. These are from travel-sized Extra Life. Got him. Okay, I gotta first, one thing at a time, remind myself that I have 2 cards to draw at the end of this turn, so 2. Otherwise I will forget. That's gonna be my entire deck, I think. And then destroy the leftmost city space. We're gonna do that. Bridge is blown up. And this gets shuffled back into his tactics. I have been doing this thing lately, and by the way, he goes down to 9 attack because there's only that many spaces left. I've been doing this thing where I keep the tactics not under the Mastermind, but like next to him, and it's been a great change because I don't have to pick up the Mastermind card and the counter on it to do so. I highly recommend it, even though it tells you to stack them face down underneath them. You don't really have to do that. All right, well, I've got more cards to play. I'll play Trust Me, I'm a Doctor. 1 more recruit. I won't KO anything. I do have Seize Eternal Power. I can get some Soulbind value. I can get a 2 or 3 recruit right now. So close to getting 8. I'm running out of recruit, so I think I want to take the Book of Cagliostro. So I think I won't Soulbind anything, but I will take the book, because this converts the enemy VP I defeat into recruit. So I'll take this for 2. And I'll get a sidekick for 2 more. And draw some more cards. And then finally, we have the Summon Demon Minion. So I get 2 attack. Now this I think I want to use. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Soulbind away Meat Market here, who's worth 3 VP, to get 3 more attack. So I can hit Skinner and get that bystander off of him. Okay, and I do have to KO one of my heroes. That's going to be my last gray. So I take Skinner out. And I KO this shield trooper sitting around. I think that's every single one of my gray cards. And I do rescue Magma, which is great. She's a range and she gets to draw a card. Perfect for a Doctor Strange deck, actually. Is there any upcoming expansions other than base set 2.0? Yes. There is... We have seen a solicit for What If Season 2. As far as Marvel goes, I get to draw 2 extra cards as well. However, something is up with their Marvel games, and they've been delayed at the most we can say. So we don't know what we're going to see or when we're going to see it. The DC Core Set expansion is coming out next year, which is exciting, and Game of Thrones just released. Otherwise, we don't really have any knowledge of any other Legendary. We're all very interested to see what's happening with the Marvel series of Legendary games. So I got 8 cards. 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 3 cards left in my deck. Why do I dump them out like that? It's so much harder to process once I start playing the cards. Okay, so we know already that Poison Scarlet Witch is there on top of the villain deck. So she just enters, and she won't bond until I fight her. Okay, let's begin with... Now, Break the Absolute Point in Time gets so dangerous right now because I have to KO one of the cards, and I've gotten rid of all the cards I want to KO. So I might just not want to play this anymore because it's going to start KOing my good stuff, which is a bummer. I probably want to KO it then. Let's begin as I usually do by playing a Trust Him a Doctor for all those activations. 1 recruit. We'll play the Wand of Watum. Put that out there. Let's reveal the top card of the villain deck again. 3 attack. Top card of the villain deck is Dreamstalker. Love this art. Ooh, if I fight Dreamstalker here, Dreamstalker won't enter the astral plane because it wasn't in the city. I think I might consider doing that if I can hit the Mastermind. That's very funny. I do get 2 more attack. You don't get the double draw on that if you don't do that in that way, but, you know. Whatever. Let's do the Cloak. 2 more attack. Top card of my deck is the Book of Cagliostro. Also very useful. I'll draw that. I'll play the Book of Cagliostro. Again, I can get recruit equal to the enemy VP of a villain I defeat. I wonder why this is phrased, by the way. It says if you fought a villain, and then enemies VP. It's always going to be a villain. So, second artifact out there. A lot of Soulbind options. So, if I fight Mordo, or Dreamstalker, or both... No, I have to do 1, because I discard it, unless I draw it again. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get the rare, I think. As far as attack, I'm going to get enough to hit the Mastermind, so maybe I'll just do this. Soulbind plus recruit equal to that villain's printed VP. I will Soulbind. I'll Soulbind... Skinner's worth 4. I don't need to do that. Although I don't... I don't have to discard the book if I do it this way. So I'm going to Soulbind Skinner, actually. And I'll save the book for later. So I get up to 7 recruit. And then I'll play Trust Him a Doctor. I won't KO anything. But that's already enough recruit for the rare. And I can save the book for later. And this is Instinct Soulbind. Draw cards equal to that villain's printed VP. A really cool rare, but I'm running out of resources. But I will take it. For 8. I still haven't fought in anything. I have summoned demon minions. I can soulbind a Circus of Crime or a Nox. But just playing this, I get up to 9, I can hit the Mastermind. But I'm really tempted to hit Dreamstalker. I'll draw two more cards and might be able to still hit stuff, so I'm gonna soulbind anyway. I didn't play the absolute point in time. I will soulbind Nox for 2 more attack. And I hope this will work out. Now we're gonna go ahead and fight Dreamstalker from the villain deck, thanks to Fight the Future. I'm at 6 attack. Fight is draw 2 cards. Then nothing else happens because Dreamstalker wasn't in the city. So I draw these 2. 1, 2. And I have only the rare left, so check this out. I will choose to... Nope, I'll play Hairball first, actually, because that's unconditional draw. 1 more attack, and I draw Stygian Communion. Hairball goes away. And I don't have enough to draw. Doesn't really do much for me, so I won't trigger the power. Actually, no, what I'm going to do is this. I'll play Magma. I'll choose the 2 attack up to 9. That'll be enough to hit the Mastermind with these 2 in my hand, and I'll do that right now. The tactic I get is, overcover all that exists. You may KO one of your heroes, choose a henchman from any victory pile to enter the city. Okay, I don't KO anything. I got a Circus of Crime entering the city. And I got another city space blowing up. The streets are blown up. This is the streets. And the tactic gets shuffled back in. So, 3 more hits and I win. And he's only at 7 attack. This might be over relatively soon. So let's see, I got no points left. I could break the absolute point in time right now, then I won't have to KO anything because there's no cards left. I still have my artifacts to use. I can only use the Wand of a Tomb though right now. So I think I will, because otherwise I'm going to have an escape and I don't want that. So I will discard the Wand of a Tomb to get 3 attack, because I did draw this turn. Honestly, this would be a safe time to play the absolute point in time, because I can immediately draw it. Alright, so I'm going to play Break the Absolute Point in Time, and then draw the Wand of a Tomb. I don't have any other cards to do the other things with. And I will play the Wand of a Tomb and discard it again. Up to 6 attack. And I could play Stygian Communion as well. We might not. I could hit the Mastermind again at the sacrifice of Mordo escaping. Let me actually take out Mordo for 5. And I make the demonic bargain. Well, actually, hold on. I'm going to fail the bargain automatically if I do this. Because I only have 1 card left. Actually, no, here's what I'm going to do. Check this out. This will be fun. Card in play is... I'll play a Stygian Communion up to 9 attack. And I will soulbind a Circus of Crime to draw a single card. Which is the Wand of a Tomb again. Which I'll play again. And before I discard it, I'm going to fight Baron Mordo. Actually, if I fight something cheaper, I could also hit Ego safely. Because I could discard this again for 12. Oh, I could do that with Mordo. I have enough. So let's hit Mordo. I make the demonic bargain. I have no cards to discard, but I still get the effect. So the bargain does nothing except for give me 2 extra cards drawn at the end of the turn. Now I'm at 4. I will discard the Wand of a Tomb to get 3 more attack up to 7. And let's hit the Mastermind once again. I'll probably have an escape, but that's fine. Next tactic is the expansion is my purpose. You get +1 recruit for each empty city space. There's just one for me. Destroy the leftmost space. Any villain there escapes. Shuffle this tactic back in. So the rooftops are getting blown up. There you go, rooftops. Enjoy. 2 spaces left, and that'll be the game. Okay, and there's nothing else I can do here. So that's going to be it. He's only at 5 attack left. He could really hurt himself with not having those strikes show up. So let's see what happens. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good stuff. Villain deck card is his first Master Strike. Alright. This becomes an extra space. City space to the left side of the city. If there are at least 2 villains in the city, each player gains a wound to play 2 cards in villain deck. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. I'm just going to overlay these spaces. So we got a new Ego City space right here. Should be on the left, but to save space, that's what I'm going to do. Here we go. Next up is... What? Oh, the card's drawn. I'm like, 8 attack. Thank you. Okay, made the city space. He gains his attack. I'll adjust his attack later. I get a wound because there's at least 2 villains in the city. There we go. Ouch. And then I play 2 cards in the villain deck. Here we go. First card from the villain deck. This could cause a cascade. We'll see. First is Poison Storm. Poison Storm comes in and has fight. This symbiote bonds with a villain on the rooftops or bridge. If already bonded or unable to bond, gain this as a hero instead. And the second card from the villain deck is... If I can flip it over without the second card in the way. Stuck. Another Master Strike. He's fighting back. So yet another city space opens up. He makes his new streets. We'll do this. And I get another wound. Here it is. Oh, my drumstick broke. And now I play 2 more cards from the villain deck. Blackout is the first one to be played. Let's move stuff over. Dre, thank you for the resub. Welcome back, friend. Thank you very much. Happy to be back. And that is 42 months of subscriptions for Dre. That's extremely amazing. Thank you very much. This ambush is for you. Okay, the 1 of 2 effects played is Blackout. Ambush, hunt for victims. If it's Moonlight, hunt for victims again. So even, odd, odd. Unfortunately, it's Moonlight. So Blackout's gonna capture magic and then KO her immediately. Which is gonna be the second bystander KO'd. We're at 2 out of 5. I did press the counter button. What is happening with my counters today? It's all keyboard shortcuts that don't want to work anymore. All right, next card from is Dreamstalker. All right, so we have some escapes happening. So Poison Scarlet Witch is going to escape. No escape effect on her except for a KO. We're going to get rid of the other Keeper of the Sanctum. And then Wanda runs away. Poison Wanda runs away. Move over Storm, move over Blackout. And move in Dreamstalker. Again, Dreamstalker moves to the astral plane when you fight him. From this city. Alright, that was a lot. I got 4 city spaces again, so now we're at 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 for Ego. I am glad I hit him that couple of times, otherwise he'd be a lot stronger right now. I was doing so well that he fought back in a big way. But it's okay, I've already built up a pretty good deck. So, we have a Wand of Watum here. Now, I have 2 cards on my decks, which means I want to play... the Break the Absolute Point in Time, because then I'll be able to get rid of a wound. So top 3 cards in my deck are 1, 2, and one of these wounds. It's going to be this wound. So I'll KO the wound, because of course. And I will draw the cloak and put Trust Me My Doctor back on top. A lot of stuff to manage here with all this soul binding. Let me make this a little easier on myself here. I don't have the wound yet. But I will play Fight the Future right now. 3 attack, top card of the villain deck. I hope it's a villain. And it is not a villain, it's a Scheme Twist. So I don't get the bonus attack and I can't fight anything from there this turn. I do have Staging Communion to draw cards. I only have 2 cards in my deck, one of them is a wound. So if I'm going to do Recruit first, if I'm going to do Recruit, I should do that first. I will play the Cloak of Levitation. Top card of my deck is Trust Me My Doctor. I will draw that. Only card left in my deck is a wound. I would like to draw it so I can KO it. So I could draw to get the +2 attack. I need the attack though. Let's load up on some attack. How about that? So I'll summon some demon minions with the 2 attack, and I'll soulbind the strongest thing I can, Dreamstalker here, for 3 more attack. Oh, if I take out Blackout though, that'll be worth more. And Blackout is buffed. Blackout is at 9 attack. I don't think that's worth it. So I'm just going to go ahead and soulbind Dreamstalker like I said. For 3 more attack, I'm at 10. Double check. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's accurate. I will get the +2 attack from Magma up to 12. If I can do some more big recruits, I can draw them immediately. 2 recruit. Soulbind to get plus more recruit. I'm not going to... I only have Baron Mordo. I have Bystanders, but I'm pretty sure I can only soulbind villains if it doesn't specify. So I will not do that at all. I have Trust Me I'm a Doctor. I'll play both of them without KOing anything. Up to 4 recruit. And I only have a wound in deck. Again, I won't soulbind. Up to 15. Alright, let's clean house a little bit. I can hit Blackout, Poison Storm, and Circus of Crime. So this symbiote bonds with the villain of the rooftops or bridge. Technically, there are no rooftops in bridge. These are on the left side of the city. But even so, there's nobody there once I fight her. So let's do this. Let's fight Blackout for 9, leaving 6. It'll give me something good to soulbind. No fight effect on him. He just has a lot of other effects. So we'll take him out for 9. And we'll go down to 3, and we're going to fight Poison Storm here on the rooftops. Or not on the rooftops, in the space that was to the left. And I take her out and gain her as a hero, because she can't bond with anybody. And then finally we'll hit the Circus of Crime. For 3. Top part of my deck is a wound, so I do KO it. And there you go. I have 4 recruit. The cloak's just going to give me more attack. So I will take the cloak. I'm aware that I have the Book of Cagliostro out there, so I could have discarded that to get 5 recruit from Blackout. You know what? I'm gonna walk back and say I did that. I didn't reveal anything special, so after I fought Blackout, I will get the 5 recruit, so I can get the Wards of the Vishanti. I got a twist coming. I'm not happy about that. All right. Just gotta keep hitting the big guy. I got the artifact out. All good. I got a couple more games to play today. So far, so good on this one. Also, so far, so good on how my stream's going. Quality's been real good. Happy about that. Okay, so we know we have a twist coming. Let's go ahead and play that. Okay, that's twist number 3. And we're going to have a hunt for victims. Only... Well, I could have the Mastermind do it. Which means maybe I give this to the Mastermind, give it to Ego, because then I can fight him. Without having to worry about Dreamstalker having to bias there. I'm going to have 2 attack, 4 attack, 5, 6... yeah, I'm gonna be able to hit him. So let's go ahead and do. Oh, and it's a tourist couple with Doctor Strange on it. He's touring people around Ego. Strange destination. Now I will. I don't need to seize Infernal Power, so that's gonna get KO'd for. Really love the shots chosen for Doctor Strange Supreme from the What If set. Very cool. All right, let's play our universal trigger here. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Followed by Poison Storm. 2 attack. I get +2 only attack only towards the Mastermind. Let me do that here. I got 2 attack towards him, which is good. I need that. The Cloak. 2 more attack. Top card of my deck is going to get drawn. Now, what's great is I completely forgot about this from up till now. Up to 7 attack. For What If, guess what I'm going to say? I'm going to say Doctor Strange. And if I say Doctor Strange, unless I draw Magma, it should trigger the What If. And it's Doctor Strange. No matter which Doctor Strange I have. I'm going to leave it on top. I get +2 attack. I forgot about that point. And I may KO a wound for my hand or any player's discard, but there are no wounds available. I got 9. I have enough to hit the Mastermind. After I have 7. I only have to spend 7 from here. So let me do that right now. I'll spend 7, 8, 9. And let's hit him. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That's correct. So I'll rescue the tourist couple. Real quick. +1 recruited, the rooftops are empty, and +1 recruited, the bridge are empty. Technically, there are no rooftops, there are no bridge, so that doesn't do anything for me. But the tactic I get from him is, until everything is me. Rescue 3 bystanders. And then we destroy some stuff. Let's do those rescues. We'll go over here. First one is the Cloning Technician. Clone the next hero you recruit this turn that has printed cost with 3 or less. Good to know. I'll leave that out here just so I don't forget. Standard. Standard. Back to the Mastermind. Destroy the leftmost city space. The bank is going to blow up right now. Oh, sorry, no. The leftmost city space is this one, so we just blow this one up. No more city space. We're still got 1, 2, 3. Bank is still very much here. And the tactic gets shuffled back in. All right. Okay, so what am I left with? 2 attack and 7 attack on the Mastermind here. I can get 7. I can hit him again. I just have to do a soul bind. Well, oh, I did draw a card this turn, so I can discard the artifact to do it. Up to 5, and then I can play summon demon minions without soul binding anything, because those are precious resources. So that's exactly what I'll do. I'll just get 7 to hit him again. That cover all that exists again. You may kill one of your heroes, I won't. And a henchman enters the city. Should have soul binded it when I had the chance. And then I destroy this space again, so we're down to 2 spaces. He's down to 5 attack. And these spaces are getting kind of full. And I have no more attack power to hit those with, so I do have this clone thing. Let's just focus on that. I got Trust Me, I'm a Doctor. I have no cards to KO, so I'll play it for 1 recruit. And seize Infernal Power. I could soul bind for some more stuff, but I want to clone something that costs 3 or less, so I'm going to do that. I'll take 2 more Wands of Atum, I think. So I will recruit the Wand of Atum for 3. Oh, and there's another one. Perfect. I love when that happens. And I get a second because I cloned an item, which feels illegal. Alright. Dreamstalker's Escape is pretty gross, so I might have to discard down to 4 cards because I didn't take care of the flying horse. But, you know, that's on me. 4, 5, 6. Here we go. And here comes Baron Mordo. So, yes, that does happen. Escape. Each player discards down to 4 cards. Let's do this in order. First, I KO a hero from the HQ. Let's get rid of the book again. And each player discards down to 4. That's rough. But I will discard Break the Absolute Point, which I probably wasn't going to use. And then the book attack Leostro again. Okay. And Baron Mortal comes in with that Demonic Bargain fight effect. Alright. I'm going to have to draw some things. So I'm going to actually take the draw from Magma. I got Seize Infernal Power. I will play it without activating the power because I can't. Then I'll play Fight the Future, which I can activate now. 3 attack. Top card of the villain deck is the Mindless Ones, which are a villain. I could fight them this turn as well. Get 2 more attack. And I'll do the What If again. I'll say Doctor Strange. Top card of the deck is... Oh, it's Poison Storm. Of course it is. Just for that, I'm going to discard her. And Stygian Communion up to 11. I think now's the time to draw a bunch of cards. So let's... I could draw 5 cards or 3 cards. I'm going to say 5 to turn it into attack directly. So I'll Soulbind Mordo to draw 3 cards. 1, and 2, and 3. That's what I was waiting for. Let's go all out. Up to 13, we're going to Soulbind Blackout to get 5 attack. Up to 18. Not bad for a turn where I had to discard down to 4. I'll play the wand. I'll immediately discard it. I'm at 21. Just going all in without counting. And the Cloak. Let's play the Cloak. Up to 23. Top card of my deck is going to be drawn. And I'll hold off. Let's just fight some stuff. Let's first fight the Circus of Crime in the city for 3. And top part of my deck is the Wand of Atum. So I draw it. I'll play the wand and discard it right away. Up to 23 again. Replaced itself. And let's go ahead and hit Ego for 5. And... oh, I guess I didn't shuffle that tactic back in before. Let me do this properly because I could get the same tactic again. Okay, I get... oh, I did get it. Cover all that exists. Oh, Henchman enters. So here's what this is very funny. Henchman enters, pushing Mordo up, and then I destroy the leftmost space. So now the bank is destroyed, but takes Mordo with him. And Mordo is going to escape, which means I gotta KO somebody else. Doesn't really matter. Let's get rid of this other Wand of Atum. And Mordo runs off. I've got 18 attack left. And, wait, did I have him at 5 attack before? Yeah, he's only at 3 attack right now, that's right. Yep, I can math. So that's pretty much the game, but I'm going to get a little more VP. So let's go ahead and hit this Circus of Crime for 3. Down to 15. Take him out. Top part of my deck is another Trust Me, Doctor. And let's actually go ahead and fight the Mindless Ones in on the villain deck for 11. And I don't gain anything, except for the mindless one. And then we'll hit ego for the last time. Nothing happens yet. I have one more tactic to play. It's this one. The expansion is my purpose. I get +1 recruit. I destroyed the leftmost city space. And good wins because there's nothing else left. So that is going to be a victory against Epic Ego. So there you go. It's blown up. We did it. We beat Kylah's Epic Ego. Chthon didn't stand a chance to show up. Always an interesting one because I know it's very disappointing to some watching that he didn't show up. But I think the Epic Ego's extra villain groups hurt the scheme a little bit and made it a little bit tougher for the scheme to hunt for those victims. But that was fun. Let me go ahead and see what I got in my victory piles, and then I will play some more Legendary if that is all right with you. Victory pile singular. Let me stack this stuff up so I can easily set up for game 2. Love these tokens. Very fun. So, in my victory pile, I have... I'm going to sort as I go. I got 2, 4, 7, 11, 14, 17, 20, 25, 27, 28, 29, and then a bunch of bystanders. There's no VP from Ego. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So 40. Let's do it this way because I don't have a 0 on here. 40 VP for anybody that cares about that sort of thing over 14 turns. I had enough attack for Chthon, but it's still disappointing. Yes, I understand. All right, thanks for watching that one. I got another game coming up. Oh, let me give prediction rewards for those who did so. It was a win, so there you go. All right, I'll be moving on to a setup featuring Vulture and some Vibranium next, so stick around for that. And those who are watching on YouTube, thank you very much, and see you for the next one.